So I've been told there's a kraken hairpin not too far from where we are right at the minute. It was so good, they've been talking about it for the last few days. Now apparently the last time they did it, Ian stopped as soon as he got around the corner on the hairpin. And everybody else narrowly avoiding him. So I'm giving him a bit of space, as you can see here, just in case he decides to stop again. I presume this is it. Go down into first gear. By the way, my bike is in manual mode. Oh wow, this is something else. And what a camber as well. Unreal, wow. That's amazing. Oh wow, that is fantastic. Helen's just telling me there, the last time they did it with Andy and Carol, the Missenden Flyers, they were on the Goldwing doing it. I'm not so sure I'd fancy doing it on a Goldwing. You really need to know your bike for a bend like that. I hope there's a few more of them. I love that stuff.
And so the day begins, our last day of a 5-day trip. The scenery, the camaraderie, and the sheer adrenaline-pumping roads that Wales has to offer. It really has been some of the best motorcycle riding that I've ever experienced.
Every day, you never fail to surprise me, Wales. Without doubt, I'm going to have to make this an annual pilgrimage. My ears have just popped. We must be very high. Okay, Ian needs a wee, so I think I'll turn the cameras off now. We're all on comms. I've only got 50 miles, but that'll get us to a petrol station.
Famous last words, and not a test I had banked on doing just yet within my short ownership of a 30-litre tank on board this 1300 GSA. However, there's nothing like real-life user experience, and this was about to get very real.
So folks, you can see my warning sign on the screen here telling me that I've reached my reserved level. So whilst everybody else was filling up yesterday at the petrol station, I was stood there really smug because I still had loads of fuel in my huge tank. So I was thinking, yeah, this is great, you know, but now it could come back and bite me on the bum. I might not be making it too much further. I've got about 25 miles. I hate being the only one, and therefore have to divert everybody else just to find a petrol station. So John and Ian are both rerouting to the nearest petrol station. It's telling us there's one 20 miles away, and by my calculations from kilometres to miles, I've got about 23 miles. So it's going to be tight. Ian very kindly offered if I pull up alongside him and ride next to him, he'll push me. This is all downhill anyway, so I can squeeze a few more miles out of this fuel economy anyway. Nevertheless, thoroughly enjoying the scenery. And that road, I hope you can see, that road all the way up there is the next road we're taking. So folks, I am absolutely empty here. I'm being told by the lads in front. that just at the T-junction ahead of us there's a fuel station. My concern, of course, is it one of these little village fuel stations which is shut on a Sunday? I don't know, but we're about to find out soon. Failing that, it'll be a fuel can and a few bungee cords. I just hope we're not going too far off the beaten track just to fill my bloody bike up. This is really embarrassing. I'm really praying that this fuel station's going to be open. So hopefully there will be a fuel station. Oh, there's a biker there. Probably. Oh my god, there's no fuel. There are signs on both pumps saying it's out of order. This is not good. I'm coming alongside you. Oh my god. Right. Plan B. That is not good. I just had a feeling it was going to be one of these, didn't I? I said it. Okay. We'll cut the cameras and try and sort out a plan here. So I don't know, folks, if you can see my screen there. My fuel is at 0. I don't have any reserve. I have nothing left. John is leading the way, and the petrol station is another 6 miles. So I'm just keeping everything crossed at the minute. Ian is behind me. I don't know if you can see him in my side mirror there, holding back any traffic. Because this bike has no clutch, I'm a little bit worried if I run out of petrol how it'll react. Does it just sort of grind to a halt, or does it freewheel? Normally, obviously on a normal bike you'd pull in the clutch and freewheel to safety, but I don't have that. So yeah, bit of jeopardy. You can't beat that on a trip, but I have to say I'm a little bit scared. It's great having this gang around me as well, so obviously they can scoot ahead and hopefully bring me back a petrol can if I do indeed run out. But yeah, I've left this far too long. So John's just informed me on the intercoms that the fuel station is 2 miles. It seems like I've been on 0 for 6 or 7 miles. It's a great test, this, but something I could have done without on a day like this. It's definitely testing me anyway. It's testing my nerves. I thought Sunday was supposed to be a day of rest. I'm literally coasting downhill here. I'm getting lots of support from Helen behind me. She's like, she's adopted the mommy figure. She's telling me I'm doing very well. I'm coping very well. I don't feel like I am. Actually, this is a great test for our friendship. You get to see exactly how much support you're getting, how much Mickey taking there is going on. It's not just a good judge of my character, this. It's a good judge of everybody else's around me. I'm definitely getting support from the leader of the group here. He's very anxious about finding me the fuel station very soon. I really don't need a plan C coming into action. I need plan B to work here. Oh, it's open. I do not believe it. That was the closest I've ever been to running out of petrol. It looks like this Mercedes is also running out of petrol. He's limping with his hazards on as well. So it must be a thing in Wales. I've just found fault with Wales. It needs more petrol stations. Right, we made it. Thank you for all of your support. I'm going to cut the engine now just in case I don't make it to the petrol pump. Oh my god. That was so close. You can see there, all I could get in the tank was 30 litres exactly. It wasn't going to put a single drop more in. And it's a 30 litre tank, so I got here on fumes. But it's interesting that the bike, I'd say, definitely did 10 miles after it had hit 0. So that is good to know. Anybody who has one of these bikes, don't worry, when you hit zero, you've still a little emergency fund of petrol. So we're heading to lunch now, back on track. I don't even know where we are, but that's been the sort of case for the last few days. It's so easy just following everybody else who knows the area, you know. Lazy riding, of course, on my part, but we could definitely do with a coffee and a bit of lunch. Possibly something stronger than a coffee after that. I was very nervous there because I really didn't know what the bike was going to do when it ran out of fuel. John and Kim are back at work tomorrow. They've had to split from the pack and head off home. They've been incredible company. Lots and lots of laughs over this weekend. And I'm staying one more night with Helen and Ian, which is just joyous. Good few bikers out this afternoon. Sure, why wouldn't you? Blow out the cobwebs before going back to work tomorrow. Even the main roads are incredible roads here in Wales. I'm saying a main road. Compared to some of the roads we've ridden over the last few days, this is a main road. The parallels between the roads in Wales and Ireland, well, they're very similar, but my observation is that they go on so much longer in Wales. We're on some incredible twisties over the last few days, which go on for like 18 miles. To me, it's the perfect day out. It's the perfect hobby. And it's the ultimate waste of time. And I suppose most of all, it's the epitome of living life, this. Even though when you think about it, you've only been for a ride out, I'll still get back to the hotel tonight feeling as though I've achieved something and added extra moments of richness into my life. Look at this. I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know the bike, and dare I say it, this bike has allowed me to love this weekend even more. I had no idea what to expect when I was on the way over here. Certainly wasn't expecting it to be as good as this. But the bike has added massively to that. I'm not so sure I could have been on a better bike for this weekend. I've been so impressed with everything. I'm not just talking about Wales, I mean everything the bike has to offer as well. It's very open land compared to where we've been. Every road we seem to have taken over the last few days has sort of been up or down a valley, so we felt very enclosed. This is the most spacious route I think we've been on. I love these stunning little cottages just dotted around the countryside here. And quite often we've passed them with the smell of a real fire burning wood, you know. Oh, look at how pretty that is. For God's sake. Just amazing. Now it looks like we're going off the beaten track a bit. In fact, I wonder if this is the entrance to the bridge. How on earth am I going to get round there with this bike? Let the runners go first. It does say motorbikes are allowed here. I have to say, if I was a pedestrian, I wouldn't be too chuffed about a motorbike coming through here towards me. But these guys have done it before. My First bit of off-roading. Can you call this off-road? Ah, well, I am anyway. Just keep an eye out for people coming towards us. I never thought the bike would get through those barriers there. These ladies look a little bit cheesed off already. Oh no, they're not happy at all. Sorry. Thank you. Where on earth are we going? Breathe in. This bike is particularly wide anyway. Everything about this feels wrong. Thank you very much. When we read on the internet last night that yes, indeed you can ride this track on a motorcycle, I'm now thinking they might have meant like a 50cc. However, it is rather splendid. Now, this is obviously the bridge bit coming up now, because we're crossing the water. It's wooden, so I only hope to God it can handle the weight of all of these bikes. Oops, a daisy. It's just so nimble, this bike, it really is. I never thought I'd be doing stuff like this on a 1300 GSA. I've proved a lot of things over this weekend, or rather the bike has proved a lot of things to me, what it can do. I don't think there's anything so far it can't do. It's done everything with aplomb. I'm really impressed with this bike. I'll just watch this. I'm not so sure if I'd fancy the OEM BMW side panniers. Interested to know if the railway is still working. This gets even skinnier. This looks all new as well. Now this definitely plays with your senses. Like tunnel vision looking at this. Please pay the troll. Well, that was an absolute delight. Nobody in there. The troll is having a day off, it looks like. Ooh, that's tight, Helen. Jeepers, see what I mean? I honestly think if I had the new 1300 GSA panniers sticking out the side, I would have had to have taken them off there to get through that. You saw how tight that was on Helen's. Oh, there's a bit of a steep hill in the camera. I'll let them go first. So we're not out of the woods yet. So yeah, Helen's thinking the same. She's going to let Ian clear the top of the ramp here, just so we can get a proper run up it. I don't fancy stopping on this. Yep, she's going, she's clear. And she's turning now. Good on you. Right, Ian's signalling me on. Wish me luck, everybody. I'm nervous now after watching that. Still good. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I can see why if you did have to stop on that camber looking at the traffic, it's tricky enough. So we've just had a quick coffee stop and the most delicious slice of carrot cake in the Isis Pizzeria. A bit of a funny name for a coffee shop, but anyway, lovely town this, Barmouth. And on to our last stop before we say our goodbyes and give each other kisses and squeezes. Guys, thank you so much. Love you long time. Thank you so much for everything. Your friendship, your guidance, and of course, most important of all of the laughs. Safe journey. Safe journey. I'll talk to you very soon. Well, that's it, folks. That is the end of my incredible Welsh weekend. I don't know how many episodes this will make, but I hope you've enjoyed every single mile as I did through the Welsh valleys, the Welsh roads, and of course Wales has just offered up everything. It has offered up the twisties, the beautiful landscape. We've had so many laughs this weekend, stayed in a fabulous place with great people, the lovely couples, and on top of that, the icing on the cake for me was being on this motorbike. I've really fallen in love with it this weekend. It's been the most incredible test to see what the bike has been capable of, and to see how I feel on the bike in a lot of different and challenging riding conditions. I've just had an absolute blast. Thank you so much for coming along riding pillion with me, and I really hope you enjoyed the series. If you have, would you mind subscribing and clicking the like button? You could even click the bell button as well. It all helps the YouTube algorithm get my channel out far and wide. It really is my goal to reach 20,000 subscribers this year, if at all possible. So with your help we can possibly do that. But once again, thank you so much for your support, for being with me here, for watching the videos of course, and I'll be back on YouTube next Saturday morning at 8 AM. And for the last time I'm signing off from Wales, so this is Dave Perry for WheelieGoodTV, having had a whale of a time. Thanks folks, all the best, over and out.